Yo, it's your man 313, the voice of Detroit. I'm about to hit y'all with the top 10 Detroit slang, lingo, lingo words that we use here in Detroit, And if you from Detroit, then you know what I'm talking about. And the first one I'm gonna talk about is what up, though. Let me explain what up, though, to y'all. What up, though, is a Detroit greeting. That's how we greet each other. We greet each other with, what up, though? So that's a Detroit greeting. So I'm going to hit y'all with number 2. I'm going to give y'all 10 of them. Number 2 is my baby. My baby. Let me explain my baby to you. That means all above my baby. You can roll up on your man. You can be like, man, I had a good day, man. All right, my baby. Dap it up. That can mean anything. So, my baby, And in Detroit, if somebody like, I'll be there in a minute, I'm 5 minutes away, they really 20. That's just a Detroit thing right there. They really 20, And that's number 3 right there. And then you hear them out there saying, man, I'm on dog shit, man. I'm on dog shit. So let me explain what dog shit means. That mean you up. That mean you up. That mean you got over 10 bands in your pocket, You on dog shit, you got that paper. You got 10 bands or more in your pocket. So that's what it means, and that's number 4. So number 5 for y'all Detroit is slapping. Custos, calling, and coming back to back. If you out there hustling and you got you a trap and it's slapping, that mean they calling you and they coming back to back. That mean you got people just coming. That's what slapping means. That's number 4. And number 5. No, we on number 6 now, y'all. We just done number 5. We on number 6. Tweaking. You might hear somebody like, man, they tweaking over there. That mean they ain't acting right. They abnormal, they tweaking, So, hey, when you hear somebody be like, dude, they tweaking over there, you know what that means. They acting abnormal. And if you see somebody just be like, good looking, bro, that means thank you. You go do something for somebody, give them something, help them out, and they be like, yo, good look. That's what that means. That means thank you. And in a minute, gang, when you hear people say, in a minute, gang, that means see you later. That's just a different way of saying see you later. In a minute, gang. And number 9, that was number 8 right there. When you dab your man up, peace, be like, all right, stay dangerous out there. Stay dangerous, homie. That really means stay safe. That really means stay safe, And that's number 9 for us. I think I'm going to just run it on up. I'm going to run it on up and see how far I can take this with y'all. Number 10, fugazi. Fugazi. I'm going to tell y'all what that means. All y'all know what fugazi mean. That mean them fools that be jumping out there in the fake designer, the fake chains, the fake rings and all that. They fugazi, That mean they just rocking all the fake stuff out there. Fake designer, fake this, fake that. They fugazi. So that was number 10 right there, fugazi. I can come up with a couple more for y'all because your man Tree Trump. I'm the voice of Detroit. I'm Detroit lingo all day. So we're going to go with number 11 for y'all. Cornball. Cornball mean you a lame. Just right off the back like that cornball. His cornball ass over there. So that just mean you a lame. And we're going to go with number 12. Air Force Ones. Everybody calling Air Force Ones. Everybody know the song. Your Nelly, your Air Force Ones, blah, blah, blah. But when you in Detroit, we call them white lows. That's a Detroit lingo right there. We don't call them Air Force Ones. We call them white lows. That's a Detroit thing. So that's number 12. And Timberland boots. We don't call them Timberlands. Now here in Detroit, we just call them wheats. You know, you go pick up a pair of wheats, man. So that's Detroit lingo for you right there. I'm gonna hit y'all with maybe let me see what I can come up with. Janky. You already know what janky mean. Right off the back, I ain't got to tell you. That just means it's food janky. He untrustworthy, you know, and that's just what it is, you know. That's just what it is. Now, 15, I gave y'all 5 more. 15 is spent me. When somebody spent you, when you hear somebody like, man, this fool spent me, that means that somebody didn't follow through with what they said they was going to do. That means they spent you. So that's I said the top 10. That's 15 top lingos from your man Tree Trunk 313, the voice of Detroit. And y'all take it and do what y'all want with it. You know, everybody that's coming from out of town, y'all want to know how to the lingo and want to learn how to talk when you get here. You know, just holler at your man Tree Trunk, the voice of Detroit. You know, that's the top 15 Detroit lingos right there. Peace and love. I'm out of your man 313. You mess with me, you mess with Detroit, baby.